Welcome to Man's Man Monday, a production of the James McGee Show, where it's okay to be masculine, it's okay to be tough, and it's okay to be, well, be a man. Join your host, James McGee, on discussions what a man should be, and put an end to the toxic masculinity movement.
Welcome back to the James McGee Show. I am your host. I am James McGee. Welcome back to another episode of Man's Man Monday. So, man, I was on. Now, I've been hosting this podcast for a couple months, and we've done, probably 20, 30 podcasts. Tonight, I was the guest on my first podcast. It was on the One More and I'm Out of Here podcast. I decided I think I'm giving this up. I don't want to be a podcast host anymore. I want to be a full-time podcast guest. I had so much fun, dude. This was so much fun. I cannot thank my buddy Rich Crumman, who is our sponsor with the company that he works for, Engraved in USA. engravedinusa.com. Jason Kiefer, Jason, I hope I'm saying your name right, invited me to talk about the attempted assassination on President Donald Trump. I did a podcast yesterday, but I've coordinated numerous Secret Service visits with the agency I was with, 4 of them with President Trump. So I had some knowledge of the planning and how that works. But man, we just had some fun. So I wanted to cover that. And again, Rich and Jason, thank y'all for having me. It was so much fun. But what I want to talk about tonight, Man's Man Monday. Saturday. Now, I giggled a little bit, but there's nothing funny about what happened Saturday. And we're going to cover more tomorrow night with Tom and Joe. But while I giggled there was never a display. We talk about Monday is for men and what a man should be. There was never a display of a man's man more than Saturday. I don't give a fuck what you think about Donald Trump. And my opinion always isn't the highest. But when it comes down to leadership, I don't have to like somebody or agree with everything. It comes down to effective and ineffective. He is an effective leader because people follow him because he's a fucking man. He's a man's man. And he displayed how much he was a man's man on Saturday. You can't fake that. I've never been shot, but I've been shot at, and I've been in shootings. I've been in some very high stress situations. You don't fake those reactions. That's when your character comes out. That's when the organic you comes out. You saw the organic Donald Trump Saturday. The man grabbed his ear. They shoved him down. He said, "Let me get my shoes." He fist pumped. And he walked out like a fucking man. He went out like a man. Not like this punk, pencil dick piece of shit who deserved to die, who died. Not like him. He ain't a man. Some little video game playing little dweeb they talk about. He had been bullied and this and that. Don't give a fuck. That's what's the problem. And that's what this Monday is about. We're not raising men. We're raising little punks to feel sorry for themselves and fall into this narrative. And we're going to get more into this tomorrow night of how we got here with the media and the liberals. This is how we got here. But that's just what happens. when you paint a man, Donald Trump is not perfect, and I disagree with a lot of things he has done, a lot of things that he says. But he's not Adolf Hitler, and that's what people have. That's what the liberals and the liberal media has painted him to be. So you get this little pencil dick that buys into this shit and goes out and takes a shot at him. Thank God that he missed. But this little pencil dick is right where he needs to be, in hell. In hell. And thankful to the snipers, whatever sniper that arranged the meeting. So again, thank you to Jason and Rich in Dead Leg. We had so much fun tonight. I'm gonna put a link to the show. You really need to watch the show in entirety. We covered a lot of things, covered these events, and just covered a lot of politics and just life. And it was really a great time. Again, thank you to them. Tune in tomorrow night. Joe and Tom and I are gonna dive in more into what in the fuck happened and how a former president, a presidential candidate, how somebody was allowed to attempt to kill him. So, see you tomorrow night. Until then, McGee is out.